grace. I'm not cheap nobody. I work for it. You just looking at me. What you want to say? So, chico, go. I eat my ice, juice, spice, vice, never die. Ice, juice, spice, say that will never ever die, never ever die. Mama polo lolo, papa polo lolo. Let's start red. Let's start red. Someone le bololo, someone le galolo. Let's start red. Let's start red. And you know somebody, me too I know somebody. But somebody know somebody know somebody. And you know somebody, me too I know somebody. But somebody know somebody know somebody. Yeah. See the fan boy, see the fan girl, fan terror. Yeah. See the fan boy, see the fan girl, fan terror. Never ever ask who's that. Cause every time I pull up, they know who's that. They can call me King Caro. I'm a pleaser, and I love you cause you never go. You are a believer. You the best thing ever happy. You inspire me, you interest me. You the reason why I never stop. I'm talking about me. Mama polo lolo, papa polo lolo. Let's start red. Let's start red.
If I got problems, relationship not among them. And if you want me again, you're the only one I want. All of them, I want my Betty, oh yeah. She wanna see romance, oh yeah. My body's so interesting, oh yeah. She get it back from big jesting, oh yeah. Falling hard for you, oh yeah. Hard times too, oh yeah. My back too, oh yeah. When you feeling my back too, oh yeah. All of them, I want my Betty, oh yeah. She wanna see romance, oh yeah. My body's so interesting, oh yeah. She get it back from big jesting, oh yeah. Now for you, oh yeah. All for you, oh yeah. My back too, oh yeah. Are you feeling my back too, oh yeah. My baby tell me say she love my style. She really wanna be the one to walk out. Let me just die if I ever break your heart. If I ever leave you, let me bow. Everything going up, you the only one who keeps me coming down. The way you give me peace of mind, I know that you don't ever wanna see me frown. Now they got know I'm looking for doing anytime. Where you are, where you come from, where you from, come. So now my smile wanna compare. Oh no, sorry, what she doesn't compare. Oh no, boy, if you force her to show yourself, she will lay you down flat, that's not bad. Oh no, that's my baby, yeah. You can blow all your movies. That's my baby, yeah. All of them, now they want my Betty, oh yeah. She wanna see romance, oh yeah. My body's so in jasmine, oh yeah.
Allen-Bernard International, or ABR, is a management consulting firm with a team of consultants and associates who focus on growing and transforming home healthcare agencies, non-profits, and small businesses in other industries as well as individuals. Our services include ABR Business Support Services, ABR Accounting and Tax Services, and ABR Anti-Money Laundering Compliance Services. At ABR, we bring to each assignment dedication and commitment, experience and skills, performance-based process, integrated solution teams, and client relations. For more inquiries on our services, call phone number 469-378-3955. That's Allen-Bernard International, or ABR, transforming business through ideas.
Don't sleep.
When you talk durable, environmental friendly, and an all-weather surface smoothener, the only name that comes to mind is Zizel Quality Paints. Zize quality pins come in all color and is produced in the USA. You don't have to worry anymore because with Zize quality pins, you can change from oil to water-based paint with no damage to your wall or surface. And also, Zize paint doesn't peel your wall. The good news is we can customize your paint based on your preference. Locate our offices in Police Academy Junction, RRA Highway, and our newly opened branch at LMC Junction, St. Paul Bridge, Bourgeois Island. For the first of its kind in Liberia, Zize Quality Group of Companies Incorporated introduces the Painter Referral Cash Commission. Professional painters can earn referral cash commission ranging from $5 United States dollars to $375 United States dollars when your client buy minimum total sale value greater than or equal to $200 United States dollars per transaction. This offer runs from September 5th, 2022 to December 31st, 2022. Interested professional painters can contact any of our Zize Quality Paint store locations. This is our way of appreciating our valued professional painters for their support and continuous commitment to doing business with us. The qualification is just simple. You must be a professional painter. Referral cash commission is based on per transaction and not on accumulated purchases. For more information, call phone numbers 0777 366 142 or 0555 386 177. Zize Quality Paints. Give your property a shine. Made with ginger, coconut water, natural juice flavor, vitamins and minerals is Muncie Power Drink. Muncie Power Drink helps reduce high blood pressure, get rid of toxins, help improve children and adult memory. It also helps the body fight effects of excess sugar. Muncie Power Drink has no added sugar, no artificial flavors, and all natural ingredients. It is a healthy drink for just everybody. It has 4 natural juice flavors: pineapple, mango, strawberry, and turmeric. For wholesale or retail purchase, visit major supermarkets across Monrovia and its environs. If you are outside Monrovia, you can do your purchase at Kakata Supermarket and Ataro Business Center in Ganta. You can also visit our store on the Oro, right next to the American School. For more information, call us on 0770 307 572 or 0776 580-730. Muncie Power Drink, not just your regular energy drink.
Do you need a car?
Ready for an upgrade?
Then come to Sika Motors, sole distributors of Toyota vehicles, Mitsubishi vehicles, and Yamaha motorbikes, genuine accessories and spare parts.
You name it, we have it. We have the 2022 brands of Toyota vehicles. Select from our new Toyota Starlight,
Toyota Belter, Toyota Rush.
We've got the best deal in town. Through our Sika Motors financing schemes with selected banks, EcoBank Liberia and UBA Liberia, starting at the lowest as $500 USD. You won't believe these prices. Come for quality, reliability, and durability. Take a spin and let's make a deal.
Sika Motors on UN Drive at Sayotown, Bourgeois Island, or call Sika Motors on +231 775 987 758 or email cmarketing@cfao.com. Sika Motors, drive with confidence.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa, and am a very happy customer. Thank you.
Good morning, Boga.
Yeah, good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners. It's good to be here with you this morning.
All right, you're gonna open the show.
All right. So, good morning, folks, wherever you are. Welcome to yet another edition of the Costa Morning Show. Today is the 30th of the first month, AD 2023, and today, the president will be addressing the national legislature, and he will be telling them what happened for this gone year, and probably if he will be contesting comes 2023, because probably some leaders can announce there. So today at 4 p.m. the president will be speaking to the both houses. So that's the major trending issues that a lot of people talking about today. But this appears to be the final year of President Weah annual message to the country. Yeah, because of whatsoever he have done, may not likely see him to win another election.
Precisely. I agree. This is his final annual message that he's going to be giving, because in January of next year he will be turning power over to Joseph Yema Boakai, and so I can't wait to hear what he has to say. His coalition is falling apart, as we all know. Prince Johnson has been stating his case that there's no way he can support George Weah for re-election. He believes that Weah is bad for the country. All the things that Weah promised, Weah has failed to do. Weah is unable to deliver on the jobs that he said he will bring, the international contacts he said he had, the people he would attract to bring development to the country. He hasn't done that. So, he's saying, just we can't do deal with you. I'm being honest with you. My skepticism of Prince Johnson is still there. So I'm not going to sit here and say definitively I know for a fact that Prince Johnson will not support George Weah. I cannot say that, and no one should say that, knowing Prince Johnson. But the situation continues to worsen. Mr. Garrison Yellow, former representative of Nimba County, was recently appointed by George Weah. He's a member of Prince Johnson's party. You know who Garrison Yellow is, right?
Yeah, I know Garrison Yellow, former representative
of Nimba County, precisely. What position was Garrison appointed to recently by the president? What position? Do you know? Is it to the
Governance Commission?
Governance Commission. Thank you.
Yeah.
Garrison Yellow was recently appointed by President Weah to the Governance Commission. Well, it's one of those useless places that really contributes nothing to the country. Governance Commission. And Garrison Yellow is a member of Prince Johnson's party. The Prince Johnson's party issued a statement on Wilfred Bangura. Bangura, as you all may be aware, is an official of the party. He took a position against Prince Johnson, and the party has issued a statement against him, a position. Let me see, I believe I have it here. So Garrison Yellow was actually appointed as the chairman of the Governance Commission, the chairman or the vice chair. I don't know which position, but Garrison Yellow was just appointed. Let me find the position statement here they put out. They put out a position on this guy, I believe I'll find it here, on Bangura. But more importantly, things continue to get worse between Prince Johnson and George Weah.
Absolutely.
Yesterday, Prince Johnson preached a sermon in his church. And the title of the sermon, the sermon was an interesting sermon. And we have the sermon here. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's play some of that sermon. But before we do, we will go to the issue of the NPP. So on the 4th of this month, which will be on Friday, February the 4th will be on Friday, right? Okay? The 4th?
Yeah.
I believe it will be the 4th. The CDC is having, what is it? Is it a petitioning ceremony for George Weah? What is
Yeah,
it?
they are petitioning President Weah to contest comes October, so that's the program they'll be having.
Petitioning him to run again. It's actually on Saturday. I'm sorry, the 4th of February is on Saturday. So they're going to be petitioning the president to run again. And so they're having an elaborate ceremony. I'm told they've been out and about in the communities. They've been distributing rice and goodies and begging people to accept their T-shirts. And they're desperate. Why? Have you seen them in your area? Or do you know any areas where you've heard that they've been running around?
Costa, they are in all the communities in Monserrado. They are carrying bundle. You know, how they call him? Thomas Fowler went China, printed a lot of T-shirts. The 40-foot container, 2 of it, he brought in country. So that's the T-shirt they've been using for every occasion. You will see at the back, we are 2023. So he just having the T-shirts at his university in 72nd. So every community now, they are taking 2 bundles of those T-shirts in a bag. Every community having 2 bundles of that T-shirts, 2 motorbike with cash attached to convince citizens to come out on Saturday to petition the president. So each person is walking away with nothing less than 20, 15, or 10. It depends on the voice that you
USD,
pull out.
$20 or $30 or $15. Yeah, say it so people understand.
USD. So it depends on the way you articulate the issue. Your price is high. So they are doing it based on how you approach the issue. So yesterday they were in Doe community, they were in Dupont Road. All communities, they are passing around, sharing money.
Communities like Doe community, the CDC folks never used to go to Doe community to ask people to come out. I'm told they have a PA system in their pickup, and they're going around in several pickups, going around in all the communities, begging people to come out.
No, but Costa, don't say he don't need to ask the people of Doe community. What, since he became president, what have you done for the people of Doe community that he don't need to ask them?
Listen, what I said, the CDC never used to ask people from Doe community to come out.
Yeah,
Doe community people, Western people, Nikutan people, Joe, we only needed to say, come, and they will ask him when.
And they will walk the Doe community all the way to the party HQ.
By this time, you would see them in their various communities printing their own T-shirts. Printing their own T-shirts. But now they have T-shirts, they are begging people to take them.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what happening. And cash attached. So if you see a lot of people out there tomorrow, just know that the poverty rate in our country is very high. So even for instance, somebody come and say, oh, I will give you $10, just wear the T-shirt and let's go. Just stand there for a few hours just so we can take a photo. People will go because they think that that's the only way they can benefit from this government. No matter what it is, since the government came to power, they haven't benefited directly from this government. So the only way they think that they can benefit from now to the end of this administration is by getting the peanuts that they are coming up with. So that's why you see them coming out in their numbers on Saturday, because they are being induced by financial by cash.
This is something. It is something. It is interesting, and it is going to. They are desperate, Waka. They are extremely desperate, and they don't know what to do. They want to make sure that this is successful. So they're spending all the money they can spend to try to get lots and lots of people to come out because they realize that everything is riding on this. If this is full. Now, by the way, just while that is happening, their so-called coalition partners in the NPP, they are not happy at all. NPP put out this press release. I have it here. Let me read it. National Patriotic Party NPP Council of County Chairpersons. These are the chairpersons of all of the 15 counties of the NPP. They put out this press release. Let me read it. The county chairpersons, coordinators, and auxiliaries of the National Patriotic Party have threatened to boycott all activities leading to the February 4th nomination program of the standard bearer of the Coalition for Democratic Change if the party is not given due recognition it deserves to play its rightful role in the nomination process. Or, in a release issued today in Monrovia at a well-attended meeting, the partisans warned further that if the Congress for Democratic Change continues to marginalize the NPP in the coalition, they will pressure their leadership to pull out of the coalition and redirect the party in a new political marriage. The partisans expressed regret and frustration over the manner and form the NPP has been treated by the Congress for Democratic Change over the past 5 years, wherein only Congress members are being considered for allocation of party funds and logistics to function as a coalition. Meanwhile, the partisans of NPP hereby warn the national chairman, Senator James P. Barney, standard bearer, Jewel Howard Taylor, to disengage from all further activities leading to the nomination process, and at the same time call on partisans across the length and breadth of Liberia to stay away from all activities leading to the nomination day on February 4, 2023, until the party can be given due recognition and respect to allow it play its rightful role in the coalition. Signed, Reverend D. Leonidas Jate II, Secretary, Council of County Chairpersons, NPP. So, NPP is saying, if you do not give us money to print our own t-shirts, to do our own mobilization, to chop, to cook food our own house to buy our own beer, we will not come. All the money you give it to only CDC, so we will not come. NPP is calling on the people to stay away. But what do you make of this? I mean, it's not just NPP that's not happy. The LPDP or former Speaker Alex Tyler, they are also not happy, and rightfully so. Why does CDC treat their coalition partners like dirt?
Costa, my take on this is that they just want to benefit financially, because if they were given what they are requesting for, they couldn't have come up with a press statement. So this is just to raise an eyebrow that
come on, politics is interest. It's about your interest too. So what's wrong with them demanding that they be involved? I mean, if you call the people your coalition partners, and they are your coalition partners, and you're making a budget for such a big occasion, this is a major occasion. You are asking the people to show up to renominate George Weah, so that he can run again. And you are leaving them out of the planning. You are not giving them any money. So what are you talking about? Let's be fair now.
Yeah, but
Costa, on this thing here, Costa, hallelujah to George Weah for free, right?
Yeah, well, Costa, my issue here is that if they knew that the NPP was a serious political party, they couldn't have left them out. They are leaving them out of certain processes.
Let me hold you there. I'm sorry, but I have to hold you there. Before NPP, we had never passed 28% of the votes. Before NPP joined in. Since 2005, we had never passed 28% of the votes before NPP. Say what you want to say about NPP, but they had the small base, they brought some votes. You understand? So when NPP came on board, Ellis Tyler Party, LPDP came on board. That's when George Weah went to what? 38%. So what happened to George Weah? extra 10% was added to Georgia. I'm not saying the entire 10% came from MPP, because MPP doesn't have that much support, but they brought something to the table. Joe Howard Taylor, Alex Tyler, say what you will, they contributed. But in terms of distributing the jobs among them, they have not respected their coalition partners. Let's be fair. And don't say, oh, if they are giving them money, they wouldn't be talking. Exactly. They want money too. Huh? Anything wrong with that?
So, yeah, can I come in? My issue on this case is this, Costa. If the MPP think that they are important in this coalition, when their political leader was marginalized from the beginning, they go stand up to the CDC and make the CDC know that the thing that you guys are doing, we did not stand up to this. But they allow it to.
You make a good point. But how could they have stood up when they themselves were caught up in internal struggles? They were fighting. You know this. The MPP was ripped apart for a long period of time, consumed by a never-ending crisis that was disintegrating the party. They had two chairmen. Joel was not recognizing Barney as chairman. Joel went ahead and appointed Stanley McLean as chairman, and they too were not recognizing Joel. So they had problems. But MPP people have not been treated well by CDC people. CDC people feel that everything belongs to them. All the jobs and everything belongs to them. So the infighting in the MPP affected MPP's position in the coalition. You know, when you and myself go somewhere, so you and myself from here, we're going to that program. We'll go to the program, you and myself sort of be together. We'll sort of be in one accord and fighting together to represent to push for our interests, right? But then you and myself are fighting. How do you think the place we're going, the people are going to respect us? They're not going to respect us because we are fighting. So NPP did not play her cards well by allowing her party to become disintegrated by infighting, unnecessary infighting. MP was treated badly by CDC. CDC enjoyed that because you're fighting among yourselves. So how can you fight for anything for your party? But this program is extremely important to them. That's why they're spending a lot of money to try to get people to come out. So if you say you really want people out, the people who are unhappy with you, shouldn't you be considering, shouldn't you be giving them money too? Making them happy at this time? But CDC is arrogant, and they are not strategic. And that is why we will beat them in October. We will beat them because they are not strategic. So MPP people stay unhappy. LPD people not happy. Prince Johnson not happy. But where the hell you think they're going? All the people who help to make them are unhappy with them, and yet they think they're going to win. They got to be mad crazy to think that they are going to win when the people who help to make them are all unhappy with them. Do you get my point, Bucket?
Of course.
Now, let's go to LSCC. You know, the chairperson of the LSCC, Councillor Edwin Martin, took his case to the Supreme Court, to the court. He claimed that when they changed the law, the LSCC Act, they attempted to remove him from his position. Well, Martin had not actually been removed, but he proceeded to court to try to prevent his removal or whatever. The Supreme Court has ruled. The Supreme Court is saying, Walker, that there was no basis for Martin to go to court because his decision, his going to court is premature because the act or the action or the injury for which he went to court has not been committed against him. I standing here, then I say the way I see a little Walker wants to slap me, so let me go to court. But wait now, how can you go to court and say a little Walker wants to slap me? So the Supreme Court said Martin's case against the state was premature because no injury has been committed. That is true, Walker. I don't know why Martin didn't know that. It's actually true. Martin is still the chairperson of the LSCC.
See, yeah.
So he has not been removed. Then the Supreme Court said, however, if and when his contractual agreement with the government, because he has a tenure, and the tenure is protected under the laws of our country, right?
Yeah.
If a contract, and a tenure is equivalent to a contract, and contracts are protected by Liberian law. So the Supreme Court said, if and when his contract is tampered with, then he may proceed to court to get for remedial recourse. You know? But he has not been removed. So Martin, so in other words, this is victory for Martin. The Supreme Court essentially said, Councillor Martin, Mr. Chairperson of the LSCC, yes, the new act called for all of you who are currently heading the LSCC to step aside, but you have not been made to step aside. So therefore, you have not been injured. So you cannot come to court to seek remedy because you have not been injured. Only people who have been injured in one way or the other may proceed to court seeking redress or recourse or remedial action. They want to study law. But since you have not been injured, you cannot come to court because your action is premature. One does not go to court to prevent injury. One goes to court after one has been injured to seek remedial action or to seek redress for injury caused to one. You see? So they said to him, go back, Martin, continue to do your job. If or when the government decides to remove you, then you may come to court. Then the Supreme Court also said in the ruling, your contract with the government is protected, and this court acknowledges that. So if your contract is tampered with, you have the right to seek recourse through the courts. So it is a victory for Edwin Martin. But to what extent? I mean, Martin, what has the LSCC been doing in the fight against corruption, Parker? Nothing. Please name one serious corruption case the LSCC has taken up. Name one, Parker.
No.
I'm still thinking. I cannot find one. So let Martin go sit down there and continue to collect his salary and stuff like that, because he hasn't done anything that is worthy of commendation. Now we're going to go to Senator Prince Johnson's sermon yesterday. But you know, Bagay, some of the things that Prince Johnson is saying today, these are things that we all have known. These are things that everybody has known since they happened. Talking about the auditors being murdered, the EPS guy who supposedly shot himself twice or 3 times in the head. I mean, come on. I mean, these are things we all have been talking about. Prince Johnson is only regurgitating what we all have been talking about. And by the way, what I mean when you regurgitate is that you simply say something that everybody has said, or that you yourself have said. You're simply saying it over and over again. So Prince Johnson is simply regurgitating what we all have been saying for a long time. But then here's the thing: when we were all talking about it, he wasn't talking about it. What did I say? When we all were talking about how the auditors were murdered in cold blood, Prince Johnson didn't preach about it. When we all talked about how the EPS guy, Melvin Early, was shot and murdered, and they lied that he shot himself 3 times in the head, Prince Johnson didn't preach about it. But Prince Johnson is only preaching about it now, several years later. This is what the bookman calls flogging the dead horse. The horse has died, and yet you're flogging it. That horse will not rise from the dead, and it will not be risen from the dead. You can't raise that horse from the dead. That horse is dead. So why is Prince Johnson now only talking about things that we all have spoken about countlessly and loudly for as long as we can remember? That's my question to you, Baka. Of course, the answer is obvious, but I still like to answer questions. In English, it's called an axiom. You ask a question to which the answer is already known. An axiom. The answer is known, but yet I asked the question. We're just deliberating the subject for the purpose of intellectualism. So, Bwakai, what do you think is making Prince Johnson sing these songs that we all have sung all this while? Only now.
Because now he's not in bed with the government no longer. When he was in bed, we talk about the Mason boys. He never spoke about it. With the auditors, he was mute.
What is the song we, the Christians, an endorsement, and those of you who are not of the Christian faith? I was, amazing grace. I was blind, now I see. I was lost, and now I'm found. So was Prince Johnson blind? Does he now see? Has he had a miracle? And Melvin Early was shot in, murdered in Tapeta. And he said,
around a house, in Tapeta, around Prince Johnson's house in Tapeta. Yes.
He didn't see it then. Everything was fine. We here, though we are then. It's Sanama Swan.
Everything was fine by that time. So Prince Johnson was warning and downing with the system. So by that time, he couldn't see or he couldn't speak about the happenings. He talked about the auditors. They are, according to President Weah, the guys come from having sex, and sorry for that expression, sorry. And then they went up the hill there, they sat in the car and then died together because they come from having fun. So Prince Johnson, when the president said that you as a political godfather of Nimba or a stakeholder in our body politics, you never spoke about it. By that time, you were in a system, you were enjoying the CDC, you're enjoying the benefit from this government. But now you guys are no longer in good rapport. That's the time you come in to lecture us about all of the things that we've been advocating for since years back. Who will take a man like Prince Johnson seriously? Nobody can take it seriously because we know the type of character you are.
Okay, but
and you can lecture us on anything that we know about.
There's somebody who would ask us the question, why are you all then talking about him talking about these things only now? Oh, because it benefits us. Because it benefits us that Prince Johnson and Joey are making palava. It benefits us that Ellis Tyler is not happy with Prince with Joey. It benefits us that NPP is fighting Joey. Anything that happens to Joey that is bad, it benefits us. So we're not going to be too hard on Prince Johnson Walker because the papa can monitor the show. We want to make sure we tell the papa, say, papa, talk more. And every time you talk, we elevate the issue. So we're going to play, we're going to play, it benefits us. So we want the papa to talk more. Papa, talk the other thing there. The 25 million man. The papa just woke up. Listen, the papa was sleeping. The papa in Nimba County, he was sleeping. He just woke up. So let the papa talk. Say we're finished talking, and the papa trying to talk. So please play the papa voice. The papa not small man. Let the papa talk. You mean? Play the papa voice.
When it comes to the sanction, we not stand with him. But when it comes to speaking to the issue, we stand with him.
Yeah, no. We're not talking the sanction issue part. Y'all need to play with the sanction Benny. Y'all need with it. Even the walk around called Benny, y'all need to play. We're not talking walk around called Benny yet. Right now, the only thing we're talking here, just be wasting the misa on Jawia. Every Sunday, be preaching the sermon. But you want me to share your live video? Say when you're preaching the chair on Sunday, I will share the live video.
I will be going there free of charge. I will go there.
Oh, but I go into the church next. They come in Sunday.
Every Sunday, I will volunteer myself just to go and do that recording.
But I go into the church. They come in Sunday. Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, when you're going, the Costa Show family will raise money to give it to you for the offering to the church.
Okay, I will do that. I will be in church, of course.
Yes.
By fire, by force.
You carry an offering from the Costa Show family to bring us in church. That church, yeah, we're gonna keep that church going. Yeah, that church gotta keep going. The membership will grow. Yeah. Play our voice. That be launching job we are. As you launch it, we're elevated. We're elevated conversation. I will anything you talk about.
Let me ask you one question. If I had a gun right now and go for the shoot your own head, or if you had a gun, when you shoot your head, what happened to you? You are dead. Can you shoot yourself on the head 3 times? So what happened in Tabata? The lie.
So the EPS officer not shoot a set in the head 3 times.
No. But when guy, who no gun Benny? Field Marshal Prince Johnson no gun Benny.
Yeah.
The men are gun expert. The men are trained military men. The man is telling you that you cannot shoot yourself in the head 3 times. We will not know gun Benny said we all made that conclusion that it's not possible to shoot yourself in the head 3 times. So the first bullet and kill you. The second, you what thing? You get again? Maybe it has again. Let the man for more. Let the man. So Prince Johnson is the expert in gun building. The man tell us it's not possible.
If I had a gun right now and they will shoot your own head, or if you had a gun, when you shoot your head, what happened to you? You are dead. Can you shoot yourself on the head 3 times? So what happened in Tabata? The lie. You told me to be true. Now can I sign your agreement? Do you believe I thought I saw the sheep? Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. The one he talked about the auditors. Let's go to the next one. The professor said that lie.
They come in.
And they were all to reveal something that ended up in the death. And they come and say they were in the car having sex. Is there no motel on Broad Street? If not, why don't you have to call?
Happy corner.
Do you believe church that they were truly in the car having themselves? I would say lie. As a man of God, ordained by God to preach the gospel of truth. I'm not that glad to go and sign the agreement.
So, okay, the man said, as a man of God, ordained by God to speak the gospel of truth, he will not lie. That, what is the lady's name? Gifty Lama and Abbott Peters were not having sex in the car. They were murdered and they were put in the car. Their dead bodies were put in that car and packed up on Broad Street to make it look like they were having sex. My people that hate everything Prince Johnson said that true. That Prince Johnson was waiting for to conclude the whole investigation. The investigation were waiting for Prince Johnson. Now all we're waiting for. All we were just guessing. But now we know 100%. According to our Papa Prince Johnson, that Gifty Lama and Abbott Peters were murdered someplace else. They were brought, transported in the vehicle, and then placed there, and then made it look like, yes, we believe Prince Johnson. Anybody who say, you not let Prince Johnson go to you like I don't hate Prince Johnson, our leader, hate Prince. You remember back in the day, my mother used to hate to hear me sing that song. Of all the rebel songs when I was growing up with the rebel didn't do the war, I don't know that particular song. I used to like it. I was a kid, 7, 8 years old, 8, 9 years old. The rebel had this on the child that rebel. Anybody said they're not let Taylor would treat you like a dog. Hey Taylor, our leader. Hey Taylor, our leader. Look, my always a slapping when you hear me singing that song. Oh, my always they got back when you hear me singing that song. And one rebel. Anybody said they're not let Taylor. And you know that song is stuck with me, Paga. I'm telling you. Did you know that song? Do you know it, Paga? Paga, you're too small, man. When they walk in, say you're piggy, man. I was 8, 9 years old when the war went in 1990. Look, but that was my favorite rebel song. Anybody said, "Did not let Taylor would to you like a dog? Hey Taylor, our leader, hey Taylor."
Yeah,
The Guillaume men, when the Guillaume men sing.
Imagine Guillaume singing that our song. Hey, Taylor. Hey, Prince Johnson.
Hey, bring your name. Hey, Taylor. Hey, Taylor. All right, folks. We're gonna go to the phone lines and take some calls there. Prince Johnson, look. They were celebrating, okay, when we had our issue in the CPP. And our issue, all right. And we left long time. We left that we left. Now we have no issue again in our camp. Our camp, we got noise. But that Jowia then can get noise now. They having their so-called renomination ceremony on a Saturday, February the 4th. While they out in the community dishing out money and T-shirts and rice and all kinds of stuff to encourage people to come out. NPP people now issue statement that they boycotting the event. Prince Johnson there in the chat preaching said they murder the auditors, they murder the EPS guy. My man, what happened to the CDC? CDC just collapsing. But we are enjoying it. So next Sunday, Bwaka is going to what is Prince Johnson Church? What is the church? Bwaka.
They made preacher right around ERBC, Pinsville.
Yeah, around Lover Street area down there.
Yeah, Lover Street.
Yeah, Lover Street. What they make a church? They make a school there too. He got school there. Yeah. Prince Johnson got school there too. So we're gonna go to the phone line today. Weah is giving his final annual message. Final annual message. Today he's going to try to make the case for his re-election, and speeches do not cut it. When you are the incumbent, it is your record of service, your performance that makes your case for re-election. It is not your speech. You already can speak good. Then you think that speech will help you. When you tell the people and just say that so lie. Anything that we are told the person that lie. Oh, lie, man, so lie. Then they can take the same thing and they be giving it the man can talk the thing in the beginning, he talk in the middle, he talk it to the end, they come out to the beginning. It just they just going there, they're just recycling the same thing he talk in the beginning. Now he talking just made a speech a little long and he say you impressed, but you have to plenty things. So nothing you say today in that speech will make a difference.
Costa, they are spending $250,000 Liberian dollar for that occasion today.
US, where you come from, Liberian? USD.
Yes. US, sorry.
250,000. What is that 250,000 US going to be spent on? Please help me here. I want to understand. How are they going to be spending that money exactly?
I don't know. And Akara's Gray is the one handling this particular initiative. That 250,000, what is spending on? Because to decorate not carry more than 5,000. Food? Are they providing food for people there? Absolutely not. What next? If we say inviting dignitaries, invitation that costs more than $2,000 to print. So 250,000 USD just for somebody to go stay and sweat profusely and later on leave from down there. Wow. A made great end should really be telling us what they are doing with that particular money. 250,000.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, I honestly think that they're using that money there to basically give some media people some money to write some good stories, some radio people to talk some nice things about the speech, because I don't know. I mean, how are they going to be spending it? Are they going to throw a big party after the speech or what? What are they going to do? I
think so. I think there will be a party afterwards.
Because so the man goes there, he makes a speech and he leaves. So what the hell is the Salamaswa? Are they going to be paying people to be clapping? My brother Orlando Chino was saying, yeah, they'll pay people to clap. No, Onana, they don't pay for class. They got enough sycophants in the room already.
Mhm.
They don't
Yeah.
pay for class. But perhaps they're going to throw a big ball. Perhaps they're going to throw a big ball after the program. I mean, boy, people, schools, and hospitals are without essential supplies.
Mhm.
Jokers are spending all this money on one annual message. Joey, that's my man. You got to respect the man. The man is so blind, his head is so buried deep in the sand that he cannot see. I'm sorry for Joey. I'm sorry for you. Let me tell you something. Somebody, I read one story once way back. I think it's called Incognito Mosquito. That's the title of the story. And the guy, one of the characters in the story was talking about the son or the child of someone else, and he said, my son is, he was born with silver spoon in his mouth, and then the other person retorted and said, "Oh, but that's very bad because his friends were born with teeth in their mouths, and you were born with silver spoon in your mouth." I mean, so I implore for because we may have the presidency now, but he's about to be kicked out of it and disgraced, and he does not even seem to see it. Because that is the thing that makes me sorry for We is so buried deep in this aura of arrogance. And where he does not even see the reality around him, Waka. He does not see it. He's blind. The people around him have blinded him. They tell him, "Oh, Chief, don't worry, man. All is well. Don't listen to Costa, man. Don't listen to Bwaga Kamara, man. They don't know what they're talking. The people love you. The masses are with you. Okay, the masses are with you.
Mhm.
Wait for 2023 October. You will see where the masses are with you. Seditions did not make you president. I told you this thing here before. Seditions simply took you to the river bank, and it was other Liberians who took you across the river. And most, if not all of those other Liberians who took you across the river have all left you. They have all left you. Then many seditions have also left you. So the issue is, how are you going to win a re-election when you don't have a coalition intact? When you have not been able to attract other Liberians who supported you in a runoff? When you are not being able to do that, how are you going to win an election, Baka? That is the $1 million question. How does Mr. Weah expect to win a re-election in the face of deep divisions within his coalition, disgruntlement within his support base, and absolute anger, frustration, and disillusionment among the general population? How does this man expect to win? This guy has got to be delusional. Weah is the most cocky, delusional joker I know, because he is sitting there and he's expecting. Now, I see some of you here asking me about my brother Ben Senvi. Let me say this to you. It is not your business who Ben Senvi meets or who Ben Senvi supports. It is not my business. It is not your business. Ben Senvi is a grown man. Ben Senvi made himself a political figure. He rose to the ranks of becoming chairman of a major political party. Ben Senvi does not live with you. Ben Senvi does not live with me. Ben Senvi is my brother, he's my friend, but his political choice is not your business. You have no right to be insulting him or attacking him. He is not a member of your political party. He is not compelled to support Joe Bwaga. He is not compelled to support my side. He's not compelled to support your side. Why do you make this thing like everybody is supposed to support you? It offends me. Bwaga, it offends me. My co-host Bwaga Kamara is sitting here. Have I ever asked Bwaga one day to support Joe Bwaga? Have I ever asked you?
Nope.
Have I ever asked any of my workers, my employees, to support Joe Bwaga? I don't do that because you know what? But most of my workers support Joe Bwaga, or almost all of them. But the point is that it is not my place to dictate to people who are close to me or who work for me to support my candidate. I can influence them, But so the point about it, you're making it look like Ben has committed a crime. Ben went to Liberia. He met a whole number of people. He met George Weah. He posted the picture on Facebook. Leave the man alone. Let me ask you a question. Ben Sandy living with y'all? That y'all feeding him? That y'all buy a plane ticket to go to Liberia? If you go meet George Weah, that your business? Let's be fair. Let's put fair where fair is going to be. Waka, come on. You get up today, you go have lunch with George Weah tomorrow. That my business?
No.
You living with me?
No.
You so leave the man alone. That's not your business. I don't know why you people do this. Nobody is supposed to support your candidate. My candidate is Joe Walker. Ben Senvi has not declared his candidate yet. Yeah. Ben Senvi also met with Mr. Uri. Thank you for mentioning that. So Ben Senvi met with
the vice president.
He met with the vice president. He met with George Weah.
Mm-hmm.
So why you all over the place attacking the man? And you know what? And Ben enjoying it. Ben knows how to get under your skin. The man living his best life. Then you'll be talking about him all day. So Ben Senvi is not living with y'all. Y'all leave the man alone. The man not living with y'all. That's not your business who the man meets, who the man doesn't meet. It is not your business. It is not your business. And don't ask me, oh Costa, what do you make of Ben Senvi meeting Joe Weah? Is it my business? Ben Senvi that my son to ask him why he met with Joe Weah? When you go Kasali to your home, I mean, why you go Kasali in your you living with me? So that Ben Senvi business, that's not your business. You must have boundaries, man. What made you think? And I'm talking to my supporters. Have boundaries. What makes you think that what I do with my life is your right to question it? What makes you think that? And let me ask you, what makes you think that who I'm friends with is any of your business? What makes you think that? What makes you think that Ben Senvi meeting Joe Weah is any of Henry Costa's business? It is not my business. Because Ben Senvi is a grown man. He's a grown man. Whoever he wants to meet, he can meet them. It is not our business. And just because somebody does not support your candidate does not make him a traitor. You're calling him a traitor. You're calling him it's very nauseating and it's very wrong. And y'all know me. I will tell you the truth. Because it's good to always tell your friends the truth. The same way you're going to tell me the truth, I will tell you the truth the same way. And I will say it to you in the most respectful manner. It is not appropriate and decent to tell a man how to run his own life, especially where it doesn't affect you. How does Ben Senvi meeting Weah affect you? That ain't making you not your food to your today. No, I am not your property. I'm not your property. Amy Ryder, my dear beloved sister, I am not your property. I'm a property of God. God Almighty is the one who created me. I am his property. I am not the property of any human being, only God Almighty. I may be in your service, but I am not your property. God is my master. Only one master I got, not God. God Almighty. So I want to just conclude on this point. And let me conclude on a lighter note. I know I raised my voice a little bit. I didn't mean to be disrespectful, but I just want to say this to you. This politics here that we're in, I know people can want to make it personal sometimes, but it is not fair the extent to which we take it. Like some people think it is their right to want to know who I'm with, the woman that I'm with, and how many children I will have, how many, that's not your business. That is not your business. I don't tell you who to love to, whether you love to black man or you're married to white man, or you eat cassava to your horse. That's not your business. So don't take the politics business too far. Everybody will not support Joseph Yuma Boakai for president. Everybody does not believe in Joseph Yuma Boakai. We who support him and believe in him, we can continue to do that, and we can encourage other people to join us. But if other people don't see reason to join us, it is not for us to try to make them feel like they are traitor or they wicked or they no, we should not do that. Oh no, I know, my darling sister Amy, I know you're just joking. Yeah, but look, in a way, what I like or not, I belong to you. Yeah, that's the truth of the matter. I can say whatever I want to say. You can treat me like I belong to you, and there's no way around it. I can't. The people can argue that, my man. That one I know. For as long as I remain in your good graces, I continue to do what I should do. There's no way you will cost than our property. I know. So I understand that and I accept that. But in all earnest, just stop attacking the man. The man get here right. The man get here right to meet with anybody he wants to meet with. I went to Liberia, and some of my people said, "Oh, will you be meeting George Weah?" I said, "No." I said, "I will not be meeting George Weah." And you know why? The reason I didn't meet with George Weah is because two reasons. One, what is there for us to talk about? Two, okay, what is there for us to talk about, and how does that benefit my cause? Number two, why offend my base for Jawia business? Amen. Listen, my boy. Why make my people angry for Jawia business? And you understand what I said? Why go make my supporter vex for Fisi Mele Jawia? Me meeting Jawia is good for Jawia. Jawia will post my picture and say, "Oh, I met with Costa," or my man Carrasco will post the picture and say, "Costa met with the president." How does that help me? It does not help me. It helps Jawia. So I'm gonna look at myself and go put myself in a mess with my supporters who love me and stand by me and support me. I'm gonna go look at myself and go raise that. But you think I'm stupid, man? I can't. So, but my situation is not Ben Sandy's situation. Ben Sandy and I were not doing the exact same thing. He may be on a platform, but the way people look at him, not the way my people look at me. So my base, I gotta be careful with my base. Let me tell you something. You want to be a good leader? Have the fear of God in you and have the fear of the people in you. If you do not fear the people, you do not fear God first, and do not fear your supporters, you will not last long. Jawia does not have those two. He does not have the fear of God, and he does not have the fear of the people. That is why he is the way he is. Fear God first and fear the people. When I say fear the people, what I mean, fear the people to not do the wrong thing. When the Bible says fear thy Lord, fear God. You know what the fear of God means? The fear of God means that you will not do things that would offend God. And that's what I say. Fear God first, your maker, your protector, and fear the people. Fear the people. Do not offend the people. Do not do things to offend the people. So I live by that code. I fear God and I fear the people. So that is why I never tried to take any meeting with George Weah when I went to Liberia. Because a meeting with George Weah would have hurt me with my base. I can go to Liberia. The good people there took their time. They came out to receive me in that heat and that sun. They walked for miles. They showed me all that love. Then I go take myself, I go sit down in front of Jawia and take picture with him. That would have been an act of betrayal. But that is my case. It's not everybody's case. So you can't go, that would have been an insult and a fact of the highest honor to the Liberian people. Fear God and fear the people. That's what you do. I do that. Let's go to the lines and take some calls. You're listening to the Costa Show. You're watching us this morning. And so, that code I live by. Don't try it. Don't try it. Fear God. Fear the people. When you fear the people, you will always try to do the right thing. And that's what I live by. I go sit down with Jawia so that then they can say, "Oh, Jawia, because I met with Jawia, they are finished." They see me with them all, Shanti, hero, giant, Pedro, John Pedro. They simple say, they look at in there, man, Twitter. would never do that. Wallahi, let me eat dry red. Let me eat dry red. A good name is better than silver and gold. I believe that. Oh, I'm not gonna be rich. Let me just be having a good conscience and go to bed and sleep. Son. That is what I want. I want riches, but I want riches the right way. Let me tell you something, Baga, before we move on. So something strange has happened, right? I've had some of my supporters reach out to me and they're like, "Oh, Costa, we really love you. When you want your need to come out, nothing. Please, don't do
don't be the stunto.
Yeah, well, since the Weatherspoon case, people have been reaching out to me. We love you. My begin Gabriel Masakwe from South Korea is one of those who reach out to me. My brother Samuel Sakama the morning sent me a message. He said, "Look, I'm only telling you because they asked me to tell you, but I know you. I know who you are. So please, we beg you, don't make us see you. Don't let her down." I said, let me tell you. I'm the scariest human being alive when it comes to Diriba. And I know Diriba. Koko Jibene, and I know it. And I know how to do. When they say scare me, when I owe somebody money, and I'm supposed to pay the money this time. And if I not get the money, I will call the person first and my man, the money I should pay you, and I want to pay you now. So I'll pay so time. But let me pay the interest for the month. Then next month I'll pay the money. Koko Jib. Look, thanks to my mother, the way she raised me. And I know I prefer eating my dry rice, eat it in peace. I wear my okra, I pass around, I be happy, I go lay down, I sleep. And I know it. And I don't want to look at you and be telling you some kind of story that's not true. And I know it. When I'm telling somebody something that's true, when the person finds out how to believe, when I look at the person's face, I can feel that the person thinks I lie and they can make me bad. So don't worry about me, yeah. When you hear say Costa rich, a real rich. Yo, and beside that, God a good God, because God already done do something. I'm not saying He's doing it. He has done something already, but I'm not telling you nothing. He has done something. Count your many blessings, name them one by one. God has already done something for me. That's not politics or business. Clean money. Clean money. So God has already done it. And I say God is doing it too. He has done it. He has done it and He is doing more. He's doing more. This weekend, I had a fantastic meeting in Washington, D.C. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. God has already.
It's okay. It's okay, because it's okay.
You know, I'm not telling you. So I'm not telling you what has happened. What God has already done it. And He's doing more. And look, the blessing that coming, I just confused. They one year, that 1 year. Look, they told me, they said this year, the men of God, they said this year will be your year. 2023 is your year. And God started doing it in January, man. The pastor then told me, saying last year, they said 2023 that year, God will confuse you with blessing until you'll be confused. Right now, I say I'm confused. I confuse that. I'm confused. I don't
All
know
right.
what to do. Because the blessing just coming. I go, that God. That's me, that's my shout more that God. Let's go to the lines and take some call. So money power, we will get it. We're already there. But it will be clean money. So don't worry about me. Let's go to the lines and take some calls.
All right. Let's take this person on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, brother. How you doing?
I'm okay. Your name is joining us from?
Thomas Williams calling from Minnesota.
Tom Will, welcome.
Tom Will.
Thank you, brother. Good morning, Leader Costa.
Morning.
I have a very serious concern about the 2023 election. And I try to bring this to Leader Henry Costa. It's very serious. The 2023 election is going to be the simplest election to win, but the most expensive election as a relates to cost. As far as I'm not seeing that momentum as it relates to the mobilization of Russia as in the case of Barrow. The COP will make all contributions as it relates to the campaign process of the Unity Party candidate. But the greatest financial responsibility lies squarely on the Unity Party. Since our leader is closer to the center of the Unity Party, I try to ask him this question. What is the Unity Party doing by now that we haven't heard about even community leadership being restructured? Number two, normalization of Russia, because
Tom Will.
Mayu. Yeah, I'm here. Hello?
Yeah.
Continue.
Conclude.
Hello?
Continue.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead. You are live.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Mayu, the Liberian people will overwhelmingly vote for Joseph Walker because the people are fed up with the mess, a regular thing called government. So it is the responsibility of the Unity Party to protect the vote of the people. Because see, the CDC government, the regular government, going to do everything possible, going to try from different dimensions to rig the election. And one of the most important things the Unity Party can promise and commit to is to protect the vote of the Liberian people. So that's why I call to ask Leader Harry Costa, what is the Unity Party doing at the restructure?
All right. Thank you so much.
Samuel, let me say this. Do not worry, Samuel. And I do not say this lightly. The Unity Party and her partners in us, the ALP and the people in the Liberty Party, the votes will be protected. Do not worry, my brother. Samuel, rest assured, we are there. We cannot disclose certain things in public. We cannot. But we are putting in place, as the LU boys would like to say, the mechanisms and the modalities to ensure that the votes would be protected. Do not worry. Do not worry. Do not worry. We're going to do that. We will recruit bona fide, loyal supporters like Liberians and train them and deploy them. We'll recruit them months before the elections itself. Yes, do not worry. Let's go back to the lines and take some calls. So do not be worried.
All right, now take this person on the line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Waka, and good morning to the incoming senator of Monterrado, the leader Aaron Petro Costa.
Welcome.
Okay, this is Sabina S. Fofana, and I do join the conversation this morning from Genesis. I am a member of CYM, and our goal is to make George Weah a one-term Boca Dancer, so-called president. Okay, Mr. Weah first 5 to 6 years in office. This brother has failed massively. He has failed the Liberian people. All of the promises this brother has made. This brother, within his 5 years' time, he has made 290 promises. He only did up to 24. So there is no need for us to go to any rocket scientist to tell that this brother has failed. This brother, in fact, we made a great mistake in 2017. This brother, as an individual, he did not manage himself. All of the resources and property that God gave the man, they may destroy everything. He couldn't maintain his property and himself. Taking a whole responsibility to him, it was a mistake.
Thank you so much. Let me take somebody else from the line. Charles Robert, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, brother. I also good morning to Henry. And so I call particularly to speak to you, brother, to disagree with you, but let me address a first call of concern as it relates to what the Unity Party is doing to protect the vote. The question is answered by the way we behave in the Dillon election. The Dillon 2020 election and the 2019 and 2020 election were not about Dillon. It was about ourselves who are voting. So those who are voting committed themselves to protect their own vote. It's going to be the same way. And I'm not saying the Unity Party is sitting and not doing anything. We will all put the methodology in place. That brother who asked the question, the way he's signing, means that he will not vote and allow that vote to be shifted. So it's the same way the other person thinking, in the same way. So we all have that mindset. We will all go to the process. We will serve a pool washer, not thinking about how much they pay pool washer. Some people become pool washer for how much they get at the end of the day. Some people become pool washer for what the future will look like after the decision is made. So I think we are all on the same boat, and the party will answer later. I think Hello, I will speak the same way.
Okay.
Now, brother, I don't let the way I know some of us are saying, oh, and people only talking now because they're not getting them money. They don't getting them money, they're not coming. No, brother. So brother, all time here, we can't clean the country or we can't redeem the country. So we take power. People paying essay for day valley. They me and I get job. Your own children in Maryland. My own children get in get school research for Boswell. Then you say, I'm a big person you stay. Then when I talk, then you say, you're not doing it because you're not. Oh, I'm not supposed to get job. So that feel unfair to the people. And the collaboration and the coordination for MPP, LPDP, and CDC, then why the other people complaining, the other people not complaining? So I mean, other people are not being treated fairly. So I have to win when the board raising that concern, they can say, no, we're not talking that because they're supposed to get job too.
Okay.
You know, they're supposed to get job. It's being unfair to them. So
Tade, let's take Martina Konate. Martina Konate, Costa Princess. Good morning. Okay, Sekachipo, good morning, welcome.
BK Kamara, Mr. Kamara, good morning, my dear brother.
Yeah.
And to our leader, Henry Pedro Costa, good morning, Chief. For the public, I am the religious advisor to the Costa Show, and I'm comfortably calling from Bannersville this morning. You know, Wakai, thank you, my dear brother. May God give you more wisdom to be like your boss. Because they say lion ball lion. Yes. So then, to the point. You know, the issue of the party. Let me just say something. My brother Charlie just said something too, and I must add up to him. You know, we may not have the same mentality. Wakai, your way of understanding may be different from mine. Now, the election that brought him to permanence, making him to have his own 9 years today, let's be friends. This is the strategy Pedro Costa was using to us. We were calling Pedro, this place, this is what he will say, you're moved there. We were willing, and we served at 2 workshops. I mean, indirectly, nobody gave us money. We have motorbike chatter moving around. Nobody gave us money, but because we're willing and want to be patriotic, want to see the country deliver, so we did that. Having said that, this time around, the presidential election is not only restricted to Monserrado. That's the difference. So, the United Party itself should have to work hard and make sure that people who are trusted, I mean, they are some people, me, I don't want money. Say, send me one sign to my home. I don't want money. Because I have my own rating. But the issue here is you must look for willing people, and the PRO arm of the United Party, I know those are getting which small. I will say it as it is. So what they need to do is, when the Costa Show now is really pushing, and they will be trying to go to Costa, but they should be weak. Let them push their own party as it is. Costa is a talk show host too now. You got work to do. So other people from the United Party, you do your work too now. Don't hope on Pedro Costa. You know, you guy you know where to do. Having said that, somebody said something to me about let me end finally. When CDC said it to me this morning in a forum at the Ben Star, my man allowed. They were Jipo, my man. The thing that happened to Stockton water spoon. If our Costa, my man, say, "I'll come go Nimakande a bar, better go to Kerry and cook pepper." So I said, "Wow, why?" He said, "My man, we are praying for the God before I say your prayer is in vain." Go on, thank you for the minute.
You will not eat that billago. You will not eat that billago. If that means waiting for a bad thing to happen to me, you will lie. You will not eat that billago.
Let's take somebody from this line here. Good morning, welcome.
Let's do some.
Good morning, brother.
Yeah, good morning. Your name is joining us from?
Okay, thank you very much, Baka. My name is Usman Mbeke. I'm a resident of district number 2. And I say good morning to my good friend, Costa in America.
Morning,
thank you very much. I think, Costa. Anyway, it was in a plan to meet you, but anyway, when you come back, you're still going to meet the Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'd like to see the issues about somebody talking about the phone that we're going to get our vote. No, that means I'm sure that person is going to happen. I have been serving as a poll watcher here in nation number 2, especially to the MBDC area for the United Party, Department for the Law. The few way we presented to the vote, the only thing you have to do, as soon as the registration has started, go out there and at home, do the advice we are giving to our people. If you're ready to remove let's say join you from power, you don't sit at home to sit with the form of business. Go and register. Thank God, I think the next have come out to make a clarification, about the ID card issue. This time around, so now you are 18 years old, that approve the relocation center and make your place and doing this stuff. So these are both before we're going to protect it. Okay. Having said that, the issues about Georgia, like Costa Show, they are doing the PRO for us. I can say this for free. Georgia government is the ones that running the campaign for the Joe Biden claims. Because everything they done, let's say they do, for example, the issues about Baka in and this city, you know that they run a PRO for us. They lied to the public that Baka was sick. The part of the government came out and lied against on the 5,000 to Baka and saying to America. The public understand that the Georgia government has failed. So what they're doing, they stick information to the camera around. It's not going to happen.
All right,
thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, but we got lots of callers. We need to take a lot more calls because we have lots of people trying to call. Thank you so much.
Morning, Martina Konate, Costa Princess.
Good morning, Mr. Boyka. Good morning, the leader. Good morning to our many listeners. Martina Konate, Costa Princess, soon to be Senator daughter on the land this morning. Boyka, when you ask some question, I can get first. You asking what the guy Akara's greater going to do with the 250,000. You don't know Akara going to marry a celebrity? 250,000 is small money for celebrity. So just forget about that. And quickly to the issue, I want to respectfully disagree with my own said daddy this morning when it comes to Big Brother Ben Savvy. Right? We criticize Honorable Edwin Snow for being a political operator, like we can say in a common Liberian way, from one party to another party, from one politician to another politician. We criticize Tekula Poto for supporting all the parties in this country, whether they do wrong or not. But today, and my own said daddy that been the hair of the critics. Oh, y'all leave my brother Ben. We will not leave your brother, daddy.
Martina,
your brother is a politician.
Martina.
Your brother is a public figure. People get popular in so many ways. If you were just popular on ordinary level, we will not get problem with him. But this main question is a politician, and he always speaking for the Liberian people. He always speak about ills affecting the country. So the people who marginalize in the masses, if we see him bear with the people, we will be concerned.
Martina.
So, but Ben Savvy will always receive critics from the Liberian people because for us, we monitor him all on Spoon Talk. We monitor this man on Spoon Talk, especially when the auditor were murdered. You understand? We always monitor him. So coming in the country, always when you come in the country, the first people you meet with is the very party that we all criticize. Even you that year, you know what's going to happen to you? If you try to meet with George Manning, or any other person, and I remember when Bashu Kante were arrested, people started posting, and when you look at all the successful guys in this country, Big Brother Ben Savvy is in there with them. Look, let me say this without no fear. The truth of the matter is, our Big Brother is a political hustler. He hustles anywhere he see the light. That's the reality.
Martina.
If we can criticize, we can criticize Kekula Koto, then we criticize our own. So we can know that what he's doing, we are not happy about it.
There you go.
Martina.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, my friend.
The openness said that he's going to support any political party, like supporting George Weah.
He's not supporting any other political party, right? But the matter of fact, he's on the side of the Liberian people. He's on the side of Liberian people, so we expect him to remain on that side. Don't to be there with the oppressor. That's where we get problem with him.
Martina, so he don't have the right to interact with any other citizen in the Republic of Liberia?
He got right to interact with any other citizen, but not the people who suppressing the people who he's speaking for. So we are government is the oppressor in this country. The oppressing millions of people. We not expect him that go on platform to talk to the Liberian people to be in bed with the oppressor. That's our problem.
My final question to you: if you are invited by the president, will you attend the meeting or not?
Listen to me. Listen to me, Brighter. Even you that on the podcast for our co-host meeting Jawia, you will feel the wrath of the Liberian people. So by him meeting the president, let me say this, it's not a good sign out there. They say one who preach equity should come with clean hands. So we'll continue to criticize Brother Ben Savvy till he can understand that we the Liberian people, we depend on a lot of them for change, not to be from one end to another end. Thank you for having me on the line.
Hold on there. Let me respond to my princess. And my princess said some things that make sense. The point she made that makes sense is that Benson V occupies the public space. Benson V is a public figure. It's a well-known public figure. Benson V speaks on issues of national concern. Benson V is a critic is a critic of the government. We hear the points he makes. And her point is, how can you be all of those things and yet meet with the president? Okay, then, so she's right when she says that Benson V, what he does should be criticized. She has a point there. I'm going to acknowledge that. However, just because you are a critic of the government doesn't make you an enemy of the government. That is the point where, I kind of disagree with her. Meeting the president, it depends on how they met. Martina Konate, for example, I arranged a meeting. She went and met with Minister Nathaniel McGill. But why did she meet with Minister Nathaniel McGill? She met with Minister Nathaniel McGill to advocate for our sisters who were in Yemen, right, Wagai? That's why she met with Nathaniel McGill. So Martina met McGill, but Martina did not meet McGill for personal reasons. She met McGill for the Liberian people. I sent her. There are a lot of COP guys who are not happy that I sent Martina. Oman, not Yemen, Oman. There are a lot of people who are not happy that I sent Martina. But I'm the leader. I know why I sent Martina, and Martina did very, very well. So the point that she makes about Ben being a public figure and therefore people have the right to something, I understand that. But the reason I even mentioned it was not a defending. I didn't like people coming to me to ask me this morning, what do I say about Ben having meeting we are? It's none of my business. That was my key point. It is not my business who Ben meets, because Ben may be my brother, but Ben is not my son. Ben is a grown man, an experienced man. So it is not my business. You understand? So the context, the reasons for meeting officials of government, that is what makes the difference. That is what makes the difference. Somebody asked me why you didn't meet WIA. I just said it earlier, my friend. Why should I meet WIA? Meeting WIA does not help me. It hurt me. It would hurt me if I met WIA. It would benefit WIA if WIA met me. That I mean would benefit. I don't benefit anything from meeting WIA. He benefits. That I mean. I don't benefit anything. So the point is that I agree with her in part, and I also disagree with her in part. The part where I agree with her is that people got the right to question Ben for meeting we are, because Ben is a public figure. The part where I disagree with her is that just because Ben criticizes the government, so he should not meet people in the government. I respectfully disagree with her because she met with McGill. The meeting with McGill was for the interest of the Liberian people. This other person says, since Costa spoke with WIA, I don't trust me anymore. That's your damn business. You don't need to be on my platform saying. Since I spoke with WIA, you don't trust me anyway. Yesterday morning, I was making breakfast when my phone rang. When I got to the phone, it was George WIA. I missed his call. Just so you know. Just so you know. So you don't want to ever watch me again. I just told you. Yesterday morning, George WIA sent, he said, he said, what's up? I'm like, what? All the time in Liberia, I never heard from him. He sent me a message yesterday to say, what's up? I said, what did I say? Yeah, my man Ben sent me yesterday laughing. He didn't make a time for y'all Ben skin cookle or something. Y'all better leave Ben, no? So Joey sent a message yesterday morning, 9:37. He said, what's up? I said, nothing much. So we thank God. Then he called. All the time I was making my left fried egg to eat back and go with GM before to go to church. Then he called. When I answered the call, he wrote me and said, busy? With a question mark. I said, sorry, I was making breakfast. Now I wrote him back. But we never talked. But he hit me up. What's up? I said, nothing much. We thank God. Me, I can tell you, when Jawia call me, then I make can call Jawia. Jawia can call me. I don't need to talk to Jawia. I don't need Jawia for nothing. Ben Semi said I need Jawia for nothing. So you don't know that's something that you don't know. You don't know. That's something that you don't know. Yeah, but Jawia call. He call. I made the call. I said, "Mama, I will make you breakfast." That was it. So you make it look like they're in a war. Will be the man will move the man from power. Paul, we're not fighting war. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. So you who say you lose respect for me because I spoke with Jawia. Yesterday he messaged me. He said, "My man, what's up?" I said, "No, I hear. We thank God. Yesterday. Then he called. Then he said, "Oh, you guys it?" I said, "I will make it my late brother. I will make it my late brother." After me and my candidate went to church together. You see? So I hear that. Okay, let's take some calls.
All right, let's take somebody from this line. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Kamara, and good morning to the next senator of Maswaro County, Petro. Memorial Critical Johnson.
But how you sound different than elementally different.
Thank you. Mr. Kamara, since he got married to a beautiful wife, and since the leader around in the United States, this is my debut, or my first debut, if I still to be corrected.
Okay, go ahead, you're live.
I'm constrained to call, and I ask Almighty Allah to bless you and your union. Year back future. Quickly. Let me say this stuff. You know, let me respectfully disagree with you when you say you are now our property. You know, you are our property. You will be our property. And you will be our property.
Take it now. Tell me. Tell me.
Wait.
For some of I got
Hello. Listen, Costa say you have a problem with you.
Let me lay Momo complain to you.
Listen to Costa.
After Tevez first Brenner, I ate that Brenner that day with John. I ate that Brenner for 2 days. Couple of days later, I asked my man, I said, please get me Brenner. The Brenner that Momo brought, the Brenner can fit. I'm like, the small Brenner.
I'm not getting you, brother.
The chief said he told you to bring him Brenner, and the Brenner you bought for him was very small. So he's disappointed in you.
The Brenner can fit my phone.
No, the issue. The issue. But let me say this. Chairman Ben-Sami is one of our best. Why I disagree with Ben-Sami is that you cannot be criticizing the government few weeks to election or months to election, and then you arm with this president, and you start to provoke us by even reposting. I think that was a serious disrespect to us who follow him and to us who believe in him as one of our leaders. And so the other issue, let me say this to you. Our vote will be protected, not by the Unity Party. Let me say this to you. That is the reason why I want to make you the next senator. Because you see Chawara calling today, the Unity Party calling. At the end of the day, Joseph Imam Baga win to be the next senator. Because the people, to be honest, let me tell you, they will not protect our vote. We ourselves are going to protect our vote.
All right, thank you so much, Momo. Let's take Mohammed Chigarito.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning to leader Pedro Costa. Hello?
Go ahead, you're live.
Okay, this is Mohammed S. Connor. Totally, I'm constrained to call. I thank you for the beautiful show. Quickly to Ben Savi issues. People classify Ben Savi to be Kekula Koto. These were the same people that voted we are 2017, 2011, 2005. Now they join Joseph Boakai. Can we classify them to be another, how they call it, another Kekula Koto? No. because it's their right who to vote for. Even those, for some of us, from the genesis of we are political ambition, we are never supported we are. Go check the record. You just join us. When we told you for that we are was a cataclysmic disappointment, you people call our names. Today, people seeing the reality on the ground that we are become a total failure. Ben Savi met President Weah. And Ben Savi came to the public that yes, I met President Weah. Like leader regularly stated this morning, he can talk to how they call it. President Weah is not a crime to talk to President. So should we have problem with leader because he communicate with President Weah? No, because leader position is clear that you're not supporting President Weah, you're supporting Joseph Yima Boakai, and we all support Joseph Yima Boakai. What should that be issue? That because I take photo of let me conclude Boakai. Because I said with President Weah, a president head of state call me, I go there, I said with him. That issue, that not issue. The issue is what in the message that what in the question we feed that. So some of all we said with Samuel at Bolivar Pale 2020, prior to 2020 senatorial election. We said with 12 at Bolivar Palace. Did that change us? It didn't change us. We said with 12 to convince us that we will bring in fresh ideas. Citizens don't have fresh ideas. Okay, so now, no one was the one that mesmerized at the end of the day. We didn't support
the Liberian's point here is that posting a photo that you and President George Weah interacted and not giving us the clear message on your.
We're coming to go soon. I got a long drive this morning. We're going somewhere.
Yeah, and not giving the Liberian people what was discussed between he and President Weah. That's the point, because it can be a critics of the president and later come in the country, meet with him, and not telling us what was the meeting about. So posting a picture, that's what Liberians are saying. Ben action by meeting the president is one thing, but the message, what was the meeting all about?
Let me ask you. You've been on that particular platform for years. You are acting with so many political actors. Have you ever come up publicly to explain everything to us? No, there are some discussions are confidential. Leader that talk show. If leader want to talk everything, the country will shake. Everything you want to talk. What will come in the country? I'm not for a fight. Can't say all. So there's things he cannot say publicly.
All right,
and two, you should add value to the president. Then the president call you. Then you can't say on the public. Me and the president discuss about the you see the president have social discussion. So you can offer him a president discussion, social discussion or political. No, you don't do that. It's chatty.
Thank you.
Okay, so listen. And the reason why people are talking, this is healthy. People have the right to talk about Ben Sonny. I mean, I'm going to modify my earlier position. Ben is a public figure. But as to who Ben supports, that one not Ben right, that he business. But people got the right to talk. To be honest, people got the right to talk. Because Ben is a very important member of the public. He's a public figure. So you have the right. But the point I was making is don't act like he's your son, he lives with you. But listen, in Ben's defense though, Ben said it was a courtesy call. In his post, you saw a post? He said it was a courtesy call. What is a courtesy call? For people who know book, courtesy call me, you must not get no serious business to talk about, but I just can't stop by to say hi. That's what courtesy call means. Courtesy call is a courtesy call he paid on the president. That's what he said in his post. But again, I like to say this before we close up this morning. Do not Ben Savi, look, I'll tell you this. I just told you earlier. Joia called me yesterday. He sent me a message on WhatsApp. He said, "What's up?" I said, "Nothing bad. We thank God." Then he followed with a call. At that time, I was frying my egg to eat so I can go out to church with JMB. I missed his call. He wrote and said, "You busy?" I replied him to say I was making breakfast. So what do you think he and I would have talked? I didn't know what he wanted to talk about. I didn't know why he was calling me because he and I have not spoken in months. So if I had seen the call, I would have answered his call. I would have. And I would have talked to him. But does that change who I am? It doesn't change who I am. it doesn't change who I support for president. It doesn't. He gets up once in a blue moon, he calls me or he messages me. It doesn't change who I am and who I support. It's as simple as that. So you got to trust us that we are able to talk with people that we don't support and still maintain our position. Because I always tell you, I can tell you we are. I know I hate it for y'all. Just yesterday he was calling me. I didn't answer his call because I didn't see it. If I had seen his call, I would have answered. I tried calling him back one time after I missed his call, but the phone didn't go through. It didn't go through. So the point about it is this: we are politicians while we are advocates. Don't forget, I'm a politician. A politician has to be able to be engaged. You got to be engageable or you got to be approachable. That doesn't mean you should compromise your values or what you stand for. You see, Joe knows I'm his harshest critic, but yet he still calls me. Why does he still talk to me? I don't know. I don't know. There is no benefit I get from talking to Mr. Weir. Absolutely none. And there is no benefit I want from speaking with him. But he still calls. He still messages me. So, that is my people. Y'all, thank you. Y'all take care. I'm going to go get ready. We are going out. So